Bangkok is a vibrant, bustling city with something for everyone, from stunning temples to floating markets, and from its unique cuisine to its famous nightlife. Bangkok offers an intense experience, and we're not just talking about the heat. It's also a key business centre for Southeast Asia, as well as a major manufacturing hub for the tyre industry. The retreading sector here is perhaps less developed, but the city certainly offers an excellent opportunity for tyre exploration, now operating under new owners in Forma to expand their coverage of the Southeast Asian markets. This year, the show moved from its normal venue in Singapore to the BTEC Exhibition Centre in Bangkok, and retreading business publisher David Wilson and newly appointed editor Michael Hutt were on hand to find out how the event adapted to the challenge of expanding across the region.
Hello and welcome to the latest edition of our video diary series. We're here today in a swelteringly hot Bangkok in Thailand at the BTEC Exhibition Centre for this year's edition of Tyre Exploration. Now, it's the first time that the show has been held here in Thailand, so to be honest, we have absolutely no idea how it's going to go. What we do know is we have an excellent conference planned on retreading, so that will help get our profile across to the rest of the world and to Southeast Asia in particular. But we're very interested to see how successful this show is going to be for the organisers. So let's have a look inside and see what's going on.
Informa's decision to launch an edition of Tyre Exploration in Thailand was certainly due in part to the exceptional support they received from the Thai authorities. The show was supported by the Rubber Authority of Thailand and was opened by the country's Minister of Agriculture and Cooperatives, Captain Thanamat Prompo. But the decision was clearly also based on Thailand's status as a key automotive hub. As a result, the organisers were anticipating representation from 150 exhibitors and 250 tyre brands at the show, which ran from 15th to the 17th of May. Retreading business editor Michael Hutt spoke to show director Alwyn Xiao about his company's aims for the show and how they intended to achieve them.
So the highlight of this event is that it's the first inaugural event that we have done in Thailand, and the responses are good. We have the ministry support, we have the association support. As of today, we have 91 exhibitors. In terms of visitors itself, they are all coming from 60 countries. We have 4,000 attendees that we are expecting for this edition. This event took approximately a year. So what we did was that from the start, we asked the exhibitors, we asked our buyers, what do they really want? Where do they want to go? Which destination do they think that it's the right destination to be at? And from here itself, we have identified that Bangkok is one of the emerging markets that everybody would like to explore and go to. And with the 1 year of preparation itself, the exhibitors are expecting emerging markets from Laos, Myanmar, Cambodia to arrive at this platform. From this itself, right, it's to ensure the success of the event itself. We actually use the same model by hosting all of our buyers, international buyers, down to this event, so as to actually equip this event with more international presence.
We also took some time to talk to exhibitors and visitors to find out their first impressions of the new show. Representatives from the Southeast Asian retread sector were not exceptionally prevalent, but we did manage to speak to Stephen Gan from Sun Rubber and Kenneth Tay from Malaysian retreader Kit Long.
The show has been, the last few days has been fantastic and it's great. We have more positive customers, good new customers coming in, inquiring on our products as well this time round. These are new markets, definitely new markets, and definitely it's a very good show, and we are glad that we are here today.
I come here because we have a few suppliers here invited us to come, you see, right? So we are here. But so happened that we see this is an experience that this is the first time I come to Bangkok for the expo. Because we can have the up-to-date information, especially now the retreading is competing with the Chinese cheap budget tires. Right? So it's rather a mess, and then seeing different people have a different view and foresee what's the near future.
Although the Bangkok version of Tyre Exploration was heavily dominated by the new tyre sector, there was plenty to interest the global retreading sector thanks largely to the retreading conference organised by Retreading Business, and it was left to Michael Hutt to introduce the new event.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Retreading Conference here in sunny and rather sweaty Bangkok at the Tyre Expo Asia. Over the next couple of days you'll be hearing from leading voices in the retread world who will be talking about their specific regions, the interesting stuff that's going on when it comes to retreading, but also the challenges that they're facing. Hopefully we'll have a couple of days of people learning, exchanging ideas, and we'll all come away from it a little bit wiser, a little bit more informed, and hopefully with some new initiatives to try back in our own regions. So from Bangkok, welcome to the Retreading Conference at Tyre Expo Asia 2024.
The aims of the Retreading Conference were twofold. Firstly, we wanted to give the retreading industry from around the world a feel for the diversity of the retreading sector globally. There are many common influences on the market worldwide, but it's true to say that the fortunes of the market vary widely between different global regions. Attendees to the conference were able to get a wide perspective of the global retreading market, thanks to presentations by Michael Hutt, David Stevens, Guido Gambassi and Daniel Rojas, who were there to report in depth on the markets in Southeast Asia, North America, South America and Europe. We were also fortunate enough to be able to feature a balanced panel discussion on the challenges facing the Asian retreading sector, featuring speakers from both tread rubber suppliers and people with direct, first-hand experience of the challenges facing retreaders across the region. This led to an extremely thought-provoking and worthwhile discussion on the key issues facing Southeast Asian retreaders. Day 2, on the other hand, switched to technical and educational presentations, including a presentation from Vipal on how to set up a retread plant, as well as an overview on how the retreading industry can talk more effectively to governments, thanks to Daniel Rojas, the General Manager of the Chilean Retreaders Association, ARNEC. Afterwards, we sought the view of attendees at the conference as to how the conference went against the backdrop of the show itself.
To be honest, I didn't really have any set expectations, given the fact that there's been a long break between the shows with COVID and obviously the change in management and organisers. So I really didn't have any expectations to speak of. But having arrived in Bangkok, I'm quite impressed by what I've seen. The level of professionalism is very evident in the organising of the show. And more importantly, the number of visitors to the show has actually blown my mind. Because yesterday alone, I believe we had 17,000 coming through, which is an incredible amount of people. So I'm very, very encouraged by what I've seen. I think it's been professionally put together. I have really enjoyed the presentations on the retreading sector and obviously the Tyre Business Forum as well. I think they're very valuable and I think they should be a staple going forward with all the shows that they put together, irrespective of where the show is, whether it be in Bangkok, Singapore, hopefully Africa. I think they are hugely important.
I'm like a second generation in my business and I wanted to get more content and get more information regarding the retreading business on a global scale. So I looked up through your retreading magazine and that's how I just came. I liked how we spoke about retreading post-COVID in each of the continents, North America, Europe and Southern America, because personally in India also after COVID things have changed in the retreading sector. So it was good to know about all these things. I think India should be, because the number of retreaders are a lot more. It's a very competitive market and if we can understand and learn something about, especially about policies, what like the European markets and the American markets have been trying to develop. I think that's a good point for Indian retreaders. Because something like this is not happening at home and so it always gives you a global perspective. So you know if you're making the investments in the right direction and the numbers don't lie, right? So like if you are having the same problems what the global scale is, so it helps you in a longer run.
So how do we sum up the first version of Tyre Expo Asia in Thailand? David Wilson gave his assessment of the show on the final day.
So here we are again at the end of another show. And yeah, how's it gone? Well, to be absolutely honest, we didn't see an awful lot on the first day because we were here in this conference room running our retrading conference. Well, what I can say is that went extremely well. We had some really great presentations, and we hope that the videos will bear that out. The show itself, from what I hear, on the first day it was incredibly busy in the hall, and that just goes to show what a good job Informa do in putting together exhibitions. They are certainly very good at getting out the punters for a show like this. So I expect that if we have this show next time round, then it will be a bit bigger. There's plenty of room for growth. It was mainly new tyre companies. There obviously needs to be some work done on getting more retreaders here. There was only 2 or 3 companies from the retreading industry actually exhibiting. And to make that better, I think what they need to do is to get some of the Thai retreaders here, maybe some of the retreaders from the wider region, from Malaysia, from the Philippines, Indonesia and so forth, and maybe that will come at the next show. So there's room for improvement, but all in all, a very good show, I would say, and plenty of prospects for the future.
Well, that concludes our video editorial from the 2024 Tyre Expo Asia show in Bangkok. But what now for Tyre Expo Asia? Well, fortunately, show director Alwyn Xiao was on hand to let us know, and it's to him that we give the final word. So it's goodbye from me until the next edition of our video diary series, which will come from Cologne, Germany. But until then, please stay safe.
We will be heading next to Singapore in 2025. So in 2025, Singapore show has been ongoing. It's going to be the 14th edition, and we'll be back in Bangkok again in 2026 May.